I mean, you get these people that they don't like the police or whatever, and say police brutality or whatever, and I get it, and they'll use the word sovereign citizen like they're not subjected to uh, any rule of law, which a lot of them are crackheads too, and they don't think that they got to show any common courtesy to neighbors or people in their area either. And you got to say to some of them, all right, yeah, you don't like the police or whatever, and I'll say some things where, okay, let's see, yeah, you got some cops that are corrupt or whatever. Is those the ones you're talking about? That would be my rhetoric, just to be polite. But and you would say to these people, okay, yeah, you don't believe in the rule of the law or the police, right? But okay, why? But also, why should I be subject to any of your rules on that other side of the tracks, or your enforcing class? Yeah, you don't like the police or whatever, or you don't like the people who worship police state, which I talk about a few of them and to the extreme. But okay, don't like them, but you expect me to worship the local badasses too. If I decide to be a sovereign citizen that way too, and decide some of y'all that have problem with the police or whatever, and I was supposed to be marching for Black Lives Matter just because one cops did something in Minneapolis and joined the vandalism crowd. Yeah, what happens then if I decide to say I'm a sovereign citizen, and guess what? Yeah, you don't like the police and or whatever, but what if I decide, even partially agree with you under certain if I agree with you under certain circumstances, right? And I'll put into the conversation, okay, you're talking about corrupt police and corrupt government. All right. But then the conversation changes to, okay, we establish, okay, you don't like police and government, and some of us don't. But why the fuck should I be subject to the laws where, okay, so-and-so or your crowd, you worship the local badasses. If I don't conform to whatever laws or rules you impose on me or choose to talk down to me, you get the local badasses after me, right? That as your enforcing class, which it's okay if yeah, the local badasses that you worship and glorify do it, but it's wrong if the police do it. But then again, you'll also use the police whom you don't like and behind my back and get them after me too, which is a popular hypocrisy, which the people that don't like the police will do, which they do that shit to deflect from themselves, even though some of them have a code of snitches get stitches and don't rat anybody else out. But if it's somebody that's not in your group, the same ones that'll get the local badasses after you, they're not above ratting you out. The police are mass reporting you, doing a he said she said, make up total lies. So there's that side of the tracks that has a hypocrisy about them, and rules for me and not for thee, even though they will, in their own warped kind of a way, say they're some kind of sovereign citizen. They come in different kinds, and the people that identify as sovereign citizens, yeah, they can be a little bit strange. So many splinter groups, and I think that has gotten so bad that even though people like me or anybody else want to claim their individual sovereignty, it's gotten to the point where we literally want to change the name of sovereign citizen to identify on our own selves and make it and do it under a different name and not under the name of sovereign citizen. You know what I'm saying? Like you want your individual sovereignty, like people, when I say, we want our individual sovereignty, but like I said, you don't worship police state, but then you don't worship the local badasses either, which they don't like that, and they'll do the same brutality as they say the police do. Seems to me, if you join their group, you're not really sovereign. They don't really want personal sovereignty. They want somebody that's obedient and a notch below them now, don't they? You know what I mean?